Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate you being here. And welcome back to all of our subscribers. I appreciate you being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome as well. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. And to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business to that next level, please check out those links below. So with that said, let's get into our topic today, and it's how to start thinking bigger. How to start thinking bigger. And one of the things that you've heard me talk about for you folks that attended, live training sessions and seminars and folks that have, watched these videos, when clubs want to go to that next level, okay, there's generally two things that has to happen. And this, clubs that are doing well, clubs that are kind of stuck in the middle, clubs that are struggling, really the same thing has to happen. And the first thing that has to happen is we have to change our think. And what I mean by that is we have to start thinking bigger. That's number one. We've got to start thinking bigger. And it doesn't cost us anything. I mean, as long as we're going to think, okay, let's think big. And a lot of people struggle with that. And then the second thing, we're going to spend our time talking about that. The second thing is we need to raise our action level to match that think. Okay, so what we're talking about today is how to start thinking bigger. And I think one of the problems that so many folks have with that sometimes is they view it as, oh, it's pressure, oh, it's unrealistic, oh, it's not fair. And that's really not what it's meant to be. It's simply, hey, if you want to accomplish big things, think big. Okay, and then we bring our action level up to match it. It's really all that it is. Okay, I mean, in the end, I'd rather see us fall short of a real big goal than fall short of a much smaller goal. So we want to start thinking bigger. How do we do that? I've got 5 thoughts here for you today on how we could potentially do this if you're trying to go to a whole new level. And so number one, try to feel comfortable with discomfort. Try to feel comfortable with discomfort. And one of the examples I like to give on this, it's someone who's working out in the gym, right? It's someone who's maybe never worked out before. They're coming in, they're bench pressing maybe 100 pounds. And over time, they keep progressing. They're 125 and 150 and 175 and 180 and 200, but they had to be you had to have some discomfort to do that, right? They had to push through, being uncomfortable to do that. If they just stayed where they were comfortable, if they would just stayed where they were at, that's all they were ever going to get. Okay? So we want to get comfortable with discomfort. And you do it more often than you think. Okay, you do it frequently. I think the problem sometimes we start thinking about sales and profit and numbers. We kind of view it as pressure. Oh, I've never done it before. But you know what? You can do this. Get comfortable with discomfort. Okay, just learn to think big. Doesn't cost a penny to think bigger. And then you want to get an action plan to match it. So learn to get comfortable with discomfort. Number 2, become the person that other people want to help. Become the person that other people want to help. Because what happens then, we're trying to think bigger. If other people want to help us, doesn't that make it easier? Doesn't that create, more energy towards hitting those higher numbers? And so the thing that I would talk about here on being the kind of person other people want to help, here's a good philosophy I think to follow, is if you help enough people in the world get what they want, you will get what you want. Be a resource center, be a servant, if you will. Look to help others. If you help enough people in the world get what they want, you'll get what you want. Okay? And, a good example of that is like going to a networking event. One of the biggest mistakes that I see made at networking events is people go in there ready to pounce. I'm going to get leads. I'm going to get sales. And those folks generally don't do as well. The people that do well at it are the folks that go into a network meeting thinking, oh, hey, how many people can I help? How can I learn about their company? How can I refer them business? Because the quicker you start to do that, they're all going to raise their hand and say, well, Jim, how can I help you? And so learn to become that person that others want to help. If you help enough people in the world get what they want, you'll get what you want. Number 3, keep adding skills. Keep getting better. Keep getting better. Be a student of the industry, a student of the company, a student of sales, a student of management. Use this channel. We have well over 1,100 videos on the channel by now. Become a student of this. Get more skills. Get better at what you do. Every day, be learning something new. I used to use this as a strategy when I was doing a lot of interviewing, a lot of recruiting. I tried to come out of every single interview with a new closing technique. I wanted to find out, hey, what are you using to close the sale? What are you doing that's different? What are you doing that's unique? And I keep learning and getting something new every day while I'm interviewing and trying to find people, for a client club. Number 4, allocate time to big thinking. Allocate time to big thinking. Spend time about thinking big. Okay, don't just, let's go think big. But, when you're writing out your plan of action, okay, when you start looking at, here's what our goals are. Well, what if we doubled those goals? What if we tripled them? What if we took them times 4, times 5, times 6? Allocate time toward thinking about that. Okay, and then we need to raise our action level to match this new think. You can't just raise the think. You have to raise the action level along with it. Okay? And there's a lot of easy ways I say easy, but simple ways to do it. Technology is a great one where you can easily duplicate yourself and you can scale yourself. Number 5, identify the steps. This is kind of your plan of action, right? Identify the steps on how you're going to start thinking bigger. Okay, your plan of action. Here's everything we're going to do. We're going to think bigger. We normally want 100 sales. Well, now we want 250. Okay, we want 250 sales. And here's the action level we're going to have to take from a marketing standpoint. Here's the action level we're going to have to take from a sales standpoint. Here's the action level we're going to have to take from a kind of a sales funnel standpoint, from a follow-up standpoint. Here's what we're going to have to do. Okay, so identify those steps to think bigger. So take a look at these 5 steps. Get comfortable with discomfort. Okay, become a person other people want to help. Keep adding skills. Allocate time for bigger thinking. And then identify the steps. Create a plan of action. You want to start thinking bigger. It's one of the crucial things no matter where you're at. If your company is excelling or if you're excelling as a salesperson, if you've you kind of hit mediocrity or if you're struggling. The answer virtually is always the same. Change our think. Let's start to think big and then act accordingly. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And if you've not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. And to learn more about me, please check out those links below. And we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.